It's Monday and I'm not in the studio today because I'm staying home as a bunch of stuff is arriving in the post. But if I didn't do a video, then Monday will just be blank, and that's a little bit weird. Because I'm not in the studio, I'm focusing on my admin and catching up on emails and stuff like that. And I think, what else am I doing? Oh, there's a couple of little bits of code I need to work on as well. That's it. I'll see you tomorrow when more interesting stuff will be going on. Interesting. Getting into the routine now. I feel like we're all going along with this. This is the stack of pen plots that are in the shop, and there's 12 there. I'm trying to get that up to 16, so there's always 16 in the shop. And we've sold 2, so I need to take 2 off this stack, which will take it down to 10, take them over to the table, and then pack them all up. And I think that'll do. Tomorrow is putting things back into the shop to try to get them back up to that 16 level. There's sort of rules that I've learnt over time that have got me to organise my week how it is. That can wait till tomorrow. Let me go pack all this. We've got newsletter writing this afternoon, and so it's not going to be like the world's most interesting day. But hey, this is shop life. Shop life. That's not right. Just got in from the tattooist. Not me, it's for my wife. So I've missed out on doing this morning's plots into shop. But I figured, as we've seen me doing, oh, it's shipping day today, oh, it's pen plots day today, and I thought I'd give an overview of what's actually going on there. So, here we go. Mondays, plan the week, we know about that, and then Tuesdays and Thursdays are shipping day. Tuesday is then ordering any prints. So if I've shipped out any prints, or I've got a new project I'm working on, I need to order some prints, that happens Tuesday morning. Then on Wednesday, I'm putting pen plots into the shop. What I'm trying to do there is to do just 2, sometimes 3 in about an hour. I can take photographs of them, edit the photos, add the descriptions, upload them to the shop. That takes me about an hour on Wednesday. Then on Thursday, shipping again, and then any packaging I've used, any of those backing boards or postcards I write, if I'm starting to get short of those, I will then plot the packaging there. On Friday is putting the prints into the shop. Now they're often the ones that I ordered on Tuesday, which arrive on Thursday, or if they haven't, Friday morning. Then I can open them up, make sure that they're all okay, sign them, take photographs of them, and then put them straight back into the packaging to reduce any chance of them getting damaged. Before this, I tended to be quite reactionary, so if an order came in, I'd stop whatever I was doing, and then I'd package it all up and I'd ship it, because I often thought the best way to deal with something is as soon as it comes up, deal with it, and then you can go back to what you were doing before. And for other people that might be fine, but as soon as it broke my flow, then that kind of messed me all up. So I started to pay attention to that and realise it really wasn't working for me. And the other thing is that in the morning, my brain kind of jumps around. It can't really focus on anything. But in the afternoon, it's actually quite good at that. So I figured if I put my artistic process in the afternoon and I saved all this kind of admin job for the morning, that would work really well for me. And the order of these things, ordering the prints here, the packaging there, plots go into the shop, and then the prints go into the shop, that's stuff I had in different orders before, but this is the one that has the nicest flow throughout the week. This is starting to become a thing I don't have to spend much mental energy on, which frees me up more to focus on my art in the afternoon. So hopefully that explains what I'm doing. You've seen me do each of these things. This is how we ended up in this situation. So it's near the end of lunchtime now. I'm going to grab some quick lunch, and then I've got an hour of writing my script that I'm going to be recording tomorrow, which is the difference between engineering code and artistic code. And then the rest of the afternoon is all about working on Feral File project, the group project. I think we have a date for that now. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. It's the start of July, so everything needs to be finished by June. So 16 weeks or something to get that project done. I've got a few ideas. Anyway, that's a different thing. Let me just show you over here a little bit. This over here is the local library, which is a fantastic building. And if I turn you around a little bit more, oh, you've gone all wobbly. This is sort of my neighbour over here, and behind me you saw, where is it? Here's the castle. This is the entrance to the castle. These are all my neighbours because my studio is just down there and then round the corner a bit. So it's kind of funny because there's a really bad phone reception at the studio. So I say to people, I'm just going to nip next door and stand at the top of the castle up there, get a good reception. It's true. And there's a whole bunch of art books over in the library. So sometimes I'll be like, I'm just going to go over and look at all the art books. I have the whole internet, but there's something about just sitting with a bunch of books. So it's really convenient just to have a library just across the road. Anyway, that's enough babble. Let's get going. The end result is just the static image. What the code looks like, what the code looks like, how well the code is written, does... Oh my god. Here we go. What the code looks like, how well the code is written, does not... Why am I looking at my hand? Right off. Good on that I can cut at the end. Right, time to edit it. This is why me writing a script makes the shooting a lot quicker and the edit a lot quicker, because if I was doing that just off the top of my head, it would be quite rambling all over the place, much like I'm being now. How natural it looks though when I'm talking to the camera like that, I don't know, but I'm willing to take that risk just to get the video done and not spend too long on it. Let's go edit.
I really try my best to change, but something's in the
Okay.
maybe we should stay in bed. Pretend that everything's the same. Just a little baby too. But baby, we're changing. We can't really help it. We might just enjoy it now. We said forever, forever means nothing if we don't give it all we got.
I just looked at the duration of the video that we just recorded and it says it's 13.5 minutes. And when I had the script in the thing that told me an estimate of how long it would take to speak it out loud, it said that it would take about 10.5 minutes. So I think this might be quite an easy edit. Fingers crossed. The alternative is it's completely rubbish and I have to do the whole thing again. Let's go.
It's over.
One, two, one, two, one, two. In the world of fairly mundane blogging, 4 of these arrived today, which is good because 3 of these things arrived the other. These are plates that fasten onto your camera so you can stick them onto your tripod. The trouble is I've bought different tripods at different times and I have all sorts of different ones that have these different mounts on, and I'd really like them to all have the same thing. So that's what this is. I can fasten these onto the top of whatever, onto these things, so they go onto there, onto this tripod over here, on the one this camera's resting on, all of them. And then with these plates mounted, I'll then just be able to clip the camera in on either side. Seems like a simple thing, but the amount of time I spend unscrewing things and screwing them back on to move cameras from one place to another, that this is just one of those quality of life upgrades. Anyway, a bit excited about that. Going to stick these everywhere, then I'm going to get on with my feral file code, and I will see you later. You're quite high up now. Why are you so high up? Interesting. So I've been working on the feral file project, and I've just been working on trying to get these lines to be sort of more wobbly so they're not perfectly straight, and to kind of get that feel of illustration where the colours are filled in but the outlines aren't necessarily matching where the colour fills in. So it's not very much, and I don't think this is going to be one I'm using for the final project, but I wanted to explore this idea of having a space that other things can be put into. So one of the other ideas about this project is working with other artists and sort of collaborating with them. So I was thinking about putting some of their art into this space. That's not going to happen because technically I can't do that, but that's what I was thinking about. And at this stage in the process, I'm just trying out various different ideas to find out where they go. So I think I'm going to exhaust this one soon. There isn't much further, maybe a couple more weeks to go through in it. And I like this sort of ability to move around a little bit. So if I just refresh a couple of times, the initial starting position is in a few different places. And the other thing that I've now got to do is add light from this skylight. So there's a square on the floor over here that's a little bit lighter. So I have to do a little bit of shadows. And I think that's it, a few more walls. Anyway, I'm done for the day because it's now nearly 3 o'clock and it takes me a couple of hours to throw together the weekly vlog, of which this will be the end. I will see you next week. I'll see you next week. Bye.